Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. Today we're going to break down the all-new HJC RPHA 1N full-face helmet. Okay, the all-new HJC RPHA 1N helmet retails from $699 for the solids, as high as $949 for the limited edition Red Bull graphic. Living in between that, we're going to have your standard graphics at $799, your race replica graphics at $839. Without a doubt, this is the most expensive HJC helmet ever. Having had this here in the shop for a while now before we shot this, I can tell you this one differs quite a bit from any model they've ever released previously. We're going to get into the opinion-based stuff, but first let's kind of cover just some of the standard bullet points, right? One of the things HJC is really proud of is this helmet is FIM certified in all sizes, from double extra small all the way to double extra large. Many other brands do tout some FIM certification, but they're doing it just for the sizes that they're actually using in MotoGP, right? HJC decided to spread that throughout the entire range. This helmet was literally developed in MotoGP and World Superbike. There was a version or so in between this and that RPHA 11 Pro that was used only as a developmental tool in racing and GP level racing before they came out with the final version, which is really, in my opinion, quite impressive. Other certifications are going to be ECE 2206, which is the upgraded ECE certification. My expectations, without having done any research yet, are this is going to be small moves from the already quality 2205. For riders here in the US, it also includes the DOT sticker, so you're able to legally use this on any public roadways. Sizing and interior shape, this is really important. Intermediate oval head shape. This one is a size large. I measure 58 centimeters on the money. I typically wear a medium in almost every helmet out there. The size chart for this helmet says that a medium can be 57 to 58 centimeters and a large can be 58 to 59. Some of us do prefer different fits. I could put this on and I do get a good, comfortable fit. It's not as tight as I would like. Our sales manager, Cody, here wears a size large. He actually has an RPHA 11 Pro just like I do. So he was able to benchmark the fit of this and the interior shape and compare it to the other model. He said he got a good, comfortable fit, very similar to the RPHA 11 Pro. No hot spots, good field of vision. He said the biggest difference that he noticed, and I picked up on this as well, even though this is one size larger than I like, is the effort on-off is a little more than we see with the RPHA 11 Pro. The reason for that is they've narrowed up the opening a little bit. This does a couple of things. Helps the helmet fit a little more securely, and it also helps to quiet the road noise and wind noise in this area as well. So that would be, I would say, an added benefit. So for most people, this is a race-style helmet. You're going to get a race-style fit. Order the size, right, that you see indicated after taking a good measurement on the size chart. Intermediate oval is the most common head shape out there. You should get a good, comfortable fit. Weight. 3.6 pounds in a size large on our digital shipping scale. That was without the optional diffuser. This is shipped with the helmet. It is just not installed on the helmet. It's a piece of plastic. You know, that's going to add an ounce or so. Not a big deal. I would say the 3.6 pounds is going to be average to lightweight for a size large. Shell material. This uses a blend of carbon and fiberglass, right? They use some different words for it, but at the end of the day, that's really the materials that are going to be used. We have 4 different shell sizes. First shell size is going to be the double extra small to extra small. Size number 2 is going to be small to medium. Size number 3 is going to be size large all by itself. And then the fourth one is going to be the extra large and the 2XL. So 4 shell sizes is quite a bit. Fully removable, washable, replaceable interior. You can also tune it with different size cheek pads. They're emergency release cheek pads. It ships with a chin curtain that is fixed. There is a chin curtain extender that is going to extend the chin curtain about as far back as the start of the cheek pads right there. If you want to install that, just quiets the road noise a little bit more. We already showed you the diffuser. This helmet is glasses compatible. Probably seeing some B-roll right now. We're sliding in the sunglasses that have been here in the video room for probably like 6 or 7 years that we use to benchmark the glasses fit. They slide right in, they rest in a channel, and the glasses ride in a good neutral position. I would say that if you're looking to use sunglasses or prescription eyewear, this helmet is fully compatible without a doubt. Other items it ships with. The first set of race tear-offs are included. Ships with a pin lock insert. It goes into, and we're going to show you the shield more in depth because this is a big upgrade for this helmet as compared to their other models and to many models on the market, that slides right into a channel, so you're going to get yourself some nice fog-free performance. Bluetooth compatible. There are cutouts we'll show you later on when you remove the cheek pads to hold the speakers. Looking at the design of the helmet, this is going to be compatible with the majority, if not all, the universal units that are on the market, so you can easily install that if that's a feature you're looking to add to your helmet. Ventilation system. This helmet has a lot of ventilation. Okay, we've not been able to do a ride review on it yet. I'm probably going to let my sales manager ride in this one a little bit. This is a size large. I'm really waiting on the medium so that I can go out and ride around in this a little bit. I'll try and squeeze some of that in so we can do a ride review for you too. We have intake vents here in the chin bar, 2-stage. The lower vent is going to drive air into the mouth area. The upper vent, the action on these is super nice, is going to drive air up onto the shield. We have a centrally located vent here at the brow, and then on both sides of that we have large intake vents. Exhaust vents, we have one up here on the top of the helmet, one here under the diffuser. We have 2 Venturi style vents up here in the chin bar. Those are extractor just to kind of pull the hot air out. So a lot of ventilation, strong aerodynamics, especially when you have this on, if you're riding at high speeds on the racetrack, you know, and I think a lot of street riders are probably going to toss this thing on there too. We'll cover how to do that later on in this video. Once you install it, this is 3M adhesive. 3M is really good stuff. When this baby's on there, it is going to be on there. Can you get it off? Sure, you can probably get it off. You would need new two-sided tape after that if you want to reinstall it. And there is always, of course, the chance that you could scratch the helmet when you're taking it off. So before you stick that on, I would make sure this is something that you're committed to using. A lot of wind tunnel testing, a lot of testing at MotoGP to get something that's really stable at speed. So I think with this helmet, we're going to see some really strong aerodynamic characteristics. Okay, this little aerodynamic diffuser piece right here, how do we install that? So what they want you to do, and I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to put it on this helmet, they want you to pull back the backing for the adhesive about 1/4 of the way, so about here, and fold the flap over so you can reach it from the outside. You'll do that on both sides. Then you go ahead and turn the helmet around, and you need to get these clips right here to slide in under the diffuser that it comes already fixed to the helmet, like so. Kind of show you that. You can hear those lock in there. This is going to be your end finished product. So once you have it up on the helmet, you're going to have the backing from that 3M tape going to be hanging right here. So what you can do is kind of hold it right there, pull some backing, push, pull some backing, push, pull some backing until you're to the end. And then go ahead and just push that down nice and even, working from the center out. You'll, of course, want to repeat that process on the other side. Like I said earlier in this video, I would really make sure that you are fully committed to leaving that on the helmet. Take your time, do a nice job installing it, right? It's not a bad idea to make sure that you don't have any grease or wax or anything on the helmet before you put the 3M tape on there. If you've been using some silicone-based products or some wax-based products to clean your helmet up, you're definitely going to want to get that cleaned off beforehand to ensure that is going to go ahead and stick. One of the real upgrades from this helmet to, say, the RPHA 11 Pro or several other models that are on the market today is going to be the shield. This shield is much thicker than we saw with the RPHA 11 Pro. Instead of having a centrally located shield lock, it has one here off to the side, and it's kind of a dual stage lock. You can hear when you push down, it clips, and then you have another lock that slides over it like that. Okay, that is to ensure that you're in the best possible position for this shield to stay on during a crash. They have also, instead of using a standard shield, a plastic shield pivot, there are metal screws, okay, that are used to hold this shield on. And we'll show you how to remove that here in a second. Need to fold those tabs up like so. And this actually, it's all the helmet manufacturers are trying to make the helmets as light as possible. When you do something like make the shield thicker and you use these big metal screws to hold it in place, you're adding weight, but you're also adding safety. So let me go ahead and pull this shield off. We'll give you guys a closer look at it. That is pretty serious. And pull the shield like so. And hopefully you guys can get a sense for, that is a significantly thicker shield than what they have on the RPHA 11 Pro. It is channeled out here to accept that pin lock insert, so your net result is going to be basically a flush surface right here. So optically correct, 99% plus UV protection, right? This is a very serious upgrade from what we've seen on the previous model, and it also is better than a lot of the other brands are using at this point. The gasket is something that they spent a ton of time making sure this was going to really seal up. If you look at this, this is not an afterthought. There's a lot of engineering that was invested into the gasket, and the shield attachment system, see if you can catch this here on camera, that is all spring-loaded. Metal threads there. This is a pretty high-end stuff. Like, at first, not bashing HJC. They've come a long way. They make a really good helmet. They make great price point helmets. That RPHA 11 Pro is a really nice helmet with some kick-ass graphics. This is the evolution and really the next level of that. This you could put side by side with the best out there. The Shoei X14, the Bell Race Star, the Arai Corsair X, we can name other brands. And you have a product that is absolutely competitive from a design and a quality perspective. This helmet is right there with them, from the feel all the vents offer to the shield design, the shield pivot design. This is a serious step up. To remove the interior, you're going to want to go ahead and get your fingers in between the EPS and the backing of the cheek pad. There's one snap up front, a snap up here at the top. That kind of came off at the same time. And then a third one here at the back. Then grab the cheek pad here at the front, pull out, and then pull forward like so. Gonna give you a little close up here. The quality looks excellent. They're using high-end materials. The stuff feels great when you have it on. It's like a little Velcro patch back here that is intended to hold the flap that kind of just covers the speaker pockets there in the back. Let's pull the other cheek pad out, and then we'll get to the top pad. Give you a look at the EPS, all the channeling they have in that. To release the top pad, we have two snaps here at the back. You want to get your thumb or finger in between the EPS and the backing of that top pad. Release that. There are two snaps up here in the front as well. Same deal, just kind of get behind them, release them. Out that comes. Quality looks great here, high-end fabrics. You can see that there are holes in the foam that correspond with all the intake holes that are in the EPS. And then, of course, all the molded cutouts here in the top pad, those are going to align with the channeling in the EPS that are there to encourage airflow from front to back. So let's see if, can you see the speaker cutout in there, Lucas? Right here in this area. There are large molded speaker cutouts. You look here at the EPS, there's a ton of channeling. The inlet and exhaust vent holes are quite sizable there in the EPS. You look at the chin bar here. This is something, I noticed, I don't see it anywhere in their literature, and I looked all over. This says hydration. There is a hole on either side right here. There is going to be a cutout that runs from here back to here on both sides. Corresponds with a little cutout in the cheek pad as well. I don't know if there is a hydration accessory that is coming down the road. This is just something I noticed. I didn't see any mention of it anywhere, so that's going to be kind of a to be determined type of thing. The chin straps are padded. You want to wash that. That is also fully removable. I think we already talked about the double D-ring retention system previously. This is impressive, right? Like this is a great top-tier helmet from a company that really, if you look at HJC's history, you know, we all remember all the price point stuff way back in the day. And then over the course of the last several years, they've really worked to develop new products, right? And kind of come into different segments of that helmet market. And they've done a great job along the way. When I look at this compared to their RPHA 11 Pro, this isn't just a simple evolution. This is like ground up, completely redefining the company and what they're capable of. I've not ridden it yet. Full disclosure, I'm going to get one. They're sending me a medium too. I'm going to rip around here a little bit in that. With that said, I have taken apart hundreds of helmets and put them back together over the 17 years or whatever I've been doing this. So I have a pretty good baseline to operate from. The quality here is excellent. They really took their time with releasing this. I'm excited to try it. I know Cody's excited to ride in it. We expect nothing but good feedback from this helmet. And now we have another top tier option that I believe is going to be worth buying 100%. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments section of this video. I answer all that stuff myself, and I'm always here to help you choose the right helmet for your next ride.